A pleasant afternoon to everyone, especially to Dr. Apat. I am Kijel G. Malabat, one of the reporter for this afternoon. I know that from the previous reporters, we have learned so much about the theories and principles in the use of design of technology-driven learning lessons. So this time, I will be discussing the Education 4.0. But before that, let's first have a quick review of what are the Education 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 before going to the 4.0, which is our main topic. Let's take a look at this image which summarizes the characteristics of education from 1.0 to 3.0. Education 1.0 is authoritarian, which means that the teacher have a high level of control over the classroom but a low level of involvement with the students. The teacher strictly enforces the rules and provides a lot of direct instruction. Technology is also forbidden in class. Education 2.0, on the other hand, is the time where communication and collaboration are starting to grow. But the approaches used here is still the exam-based approach and memorization of knowledge. Finally, Education 3.0 is a student-centered approach. The teacher transformed into a facilitator. There is more collaboration happening. Technology is everywhere and students are self-learning everywhere. Now, what is Education 4.0? Education 4.0 is a technique of learning that is connected with the Fourth Industrial Revolution and focuses on transforming the future of education through advanced technology and automation. Smart technology, artificial intelligence, and robotics are part of this industrial revolution. In Education 4.0, co-creation and innovation is the center. Learning is done at home or outside of school. The development of teaching and learning is personalized. The technology is free or easily accessible. The restrictions of use of technology inside the classroom thinned, and now technology became crucial to the development of new knowledge and skills. When we say Fourth Industrial Revolution, this is a way of describing the blurring of boundaries between the physical, digital, and biological worlds. It is a fusion of advances in artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, 3D printing, genetic engineering, quantum computing, and other technology, preparing students for evolving industries. Cyberphysical systems are steadily becoming more integrated into various industries, inevitably affecting the skills requirements for employees. Cyberphysical systems integrate sensing, computation, control, and networking into physical objects and infrastructure, connecting them to the internet and to each other. So, research by McKinsey Digital revealed that due to the Fourth Industrial Revolution, 60% of all occupations could potentially have at least a third of their activities automated. This potential might happen any years from now, because as technology advanced, the world also advanced to a higher level, which may cause alterations to the systems we have right now. Thus, universities must prepare their students for a world in which cyber-physical systems are everywhere across all industries, if they are to continue to produce successful graduates. This entails incorporating technology into a curriculum, altering the learning process entirely, and leveraging technology to enhance the university experience. A new approach to learning. By aligning teaching and learning methods with the skills needed in the future, universities can be sure that they are successfully preparing their students for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. One method of doing so is by encouraging accelerated remote learning, which is the idea that students will learn theoretical knowledge remotely using digital means, while ensuring any practical skills are still learned face to face. In this approach, students will become flexible and practice their time management skills and learn how to adapt quickly. Because in this rapidly changing world, being able to adapt to new situations or changes is an important skill that every learner must possess. Also, accelerated remote learning will ready the students to the freelance economy. As we all know, freelancing is one of the product of digital technology advancements, where a person can independently work for themselves rather than for a company. Next is the project-based learning, which highlights the importance of studying a wide set of skills that can be applied to different scenario or situation that fits or link that specific skill. Project-based learning will develop learners to have a deeper learning in school using project and solving real-world challenges. Next is scale up. This approach is gaining popularity in North Carolina State University, where students sit at a round tables scattered across the room, allowing the teacher to freely walk through the space and approach students if necessary. Lastly, analyzing their learning journey through practical and experiential learning based projects or field works. This approach will make students learn by doing. By engaging students in hands on experiences and reflection, they are better able to connect theories and knowledge learned in the classroom to a real world situations. The biggest change we are likely to see as part of Education 4.0 is a deeper fusion of technology into a teaching process, adapting to new realities. Higher education institutions are moving towards a more personalized way of learning, shifting the focus from teaching to learning. To keep up with the change, one has to revisit the traditional educational paradigms with a futuristic approach. Students should be adept with skills set by the fast changing technology. They should be led but not instructed. Information should be made accessible, but not fed to them. Both general and vocational education should aim at making students skill ready to compete with the outside labor force. And that's the end of my report. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope that you have learned something about the Education 4.0.